What's up guys, it's Criddle here from the AnimeBallZ team with another This time is a time for manliness, of over-the-top action. It's time to pierce the heavens with our drills, as we look at Tengen, Toppa, Gurren, Lagann.
Off the tracks.
So Gurren Lagann is a story that revolves around a character by the name of Simon, who is a regular kid who lives underground, where all humans live. He lives in an underground city with his big brother, Kamina, who is just this older guy that sort of takes Simon under his wing and wants him to be as badass as he can be. Simon is it's a Gainax series, so he's very Shinji or pretty much any other Gainax protagonist, Naoto or anything like that. All of them mixed into one, just as this sort of like little kid who doesn't want to get involved and sort of want to cowers and run away from the action. Kamina is the antipode to that. He is the complete opposite. He is over the top, he is amazing, he is funny, he makes ridiculously long speeches and is just manly as all hell. So these two kids live in this underground city. Kamina speaks of, piercing through the ceiling of their underground prison, as he calls it, and going up onto the surface of the world. And everyone's like, oh, the surface is just a myth. Whatever, you're crazy, we have to live underground, that's the way of things, that's the way things have always been. And Kamina is like, well, I've already been to the surface, so kind of sucks about you guys. And they're like, nah, you're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar. Simon stumbles across a face underground, which turns out to be a small robot by the name of Lagann, named by Kamina, and eventually the ceiling collapses and a giant robot falls through. This is Lagann, by the way. Obviously he's a bit bigger in the anime, but yeah, this is Lagann, so yeah. Also this is Lagann as well. It's sort of the inside of the cockpit. You can't really see it from the video angle, but I can see it and I'm impressed with it. It's sort of a one-man sort of pod. Anyway, this robot comes crashing down from the ceiling. Kamina tries to take it on with a sword. They end up fighting it in Lagann and destroying it in Lagann, but not before a girl tumbles down into their world by the name of Yoko, a red-haired sniper who is quite buxom and very scantily clad, as with a lot of characters in a lot of anime nowadays. So these guys eventually get onto the surface, where they meet up with a whole bunch of people along the way, including people like Nia and Kitan, and they just go about trying to liberate humans from the oppressive beast men that live on the surface and keep them underground and kill anyone who comes onto the surface. I won't go any further than that, but that is the general plot of this series. I can't express how badass and manly this series is, but let's go and look at the characters as we look at
The good, the bad, and the dubbers.
So Simon is voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, the voice of Elvis from Mare, Sasuke from Naruto, and Barnaby Brooks Jr. from Tiger and Bunny. Kamina is voiced by Kyle Bear, who is the voice of Kiba from Naruto, Ryuji from Blue Exorcist, and Fulman from Full Metal Alchemist. Yoko is voiced by Michelle Ruff, who is Rukia in Bleach, Lan in Lagrange, and Zoe from Digimon Frontier. Nia is voiced by Hynden Walsh, who essentially has not done much anime, but she is the voice of Yutaka from Lucky Star. She's also the voice of Starfire from Teen Titans and Teen Titans Go, and Princess Bubblegum from Adventure Time. Kitan is voiced by Christopher Corey Smith, who is the voice of Spandam from One Piece, Wonder Weiss from Bleach, and Aimaru from Toriko. So the entire premise of this series seems to be, if it isn't working, get a bigger robot. That's literally how everything goes. Oh, this isn't working? We'll get a bigger robot. We'll get a bigger robot. We'll get a bigger robot. We'll get a robot that is the size of the moon. But, we'll keep getting bigger robots as the series goes on, to the point where one of the movies actually has a galaxy-sized robot, because why not? That sounds like a good idea. This is a very over-the-top series. It's not sort of as nitty-gritty as stuff like Neon Genesis Evangelion, and not as meta as Fooly Cooly is, but it's still a very good Gainax series and deals with, growing up and becoming a man and all that sort of stuff. Like a really manly man who uses his drill to pierce the heavens, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's a very awesome series, and it is one of my top 10 of all time, giving it an 8 out of 9 Straw Hats, one of the highest scores I've ever given. Anyway, this has been Tengen, Toppa, Gurren Lagann on another This Is. I am Criddle, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.